Hello, welcome to another episode of Unisharks. Thank you all for joining us today. Today, my fellow sharks, Hammerhead and Mako, are here with me today. Let me
Hey.
check.
Mako here.
Yeah, that guy over there, that shark over there, they're all here today.
I'm Hammer.
In spirit, if not in person.
Yeah, sorry, it's been quite a minute. It's been kind of crazy up here in college. I'm kind of underestimated the classes I've taken this semester. Plus, well, all these other guys are living their life, living the great life, being graduated and all that.
Oh.
Anyways, go ahead, Mako.
I was going to say, technically, I still need to finish up my internship before I enjoy the graduated life.
I guess you got the classes out of the way, so you're pretty much there.
My diploma finally showed up.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
Look at this educated boy.
Yeah. It was weird at first because so the diploma showed up, but like the week before I got the little folder frame thing that they give you to hold the diploma. And so we were kind of confused at first. It was like, oh, we got this. Like, where's the actual diploma? It just had like a little letter on it, like congrats, and that was it. And so no one's gonna believe me. I graduated if I just have this little binder thing. But yeah. No, I still need to take a picture with it. But yeah, it'll be good.
How do you prove that you have a bachelor's? Like, do people actually check on that, or?
I'm pretty sure they could probably contact your school. I think they just kind of honor the paper.
What if you just print off a fake one? I wonder if you can get away with it.
They could probably contact the school and see if it's legit.
Give you guys any ideas, but yeah.
Or just get a cheap one, like that one sketch where the guy's like, I'm not a real doctor. Tell that to my degree from Botswana's premier online college.
Anyway, speaking of memes, Mako Shark, do you want to describe the meme of the week?
Oh, yeah. So I just saw this not too long ago. So there's these two guys sitting in a truck. The one driving, his girlfriend sitting next to him. So they're talking about when they're gonna get on to play video games at night, and one says, "All right, so you're getting on at 8? Oh yeah. All right, see you then, man." So they high five each other, but then the other one like leans in and kisses him on the cheek and says, "Bye, babe," and then gets out of the truck. The girlfriend gets his face like, "What?" And then as soon as the door closes, she goes, "What was that? What? He just kissed you on the cheek and called you babe." "Yeah, he's my boy." She's all mad, and he just says, "Are you jealous?" It's so funny. Oh, just the way he matter-of-factly says, "Yeah, he's my boy." It's so normal.
Remember, guys, it's not gay. It's homosexual.
Homosexual. Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked how she reacted, and the guy was just like, "Yeah, he's my boy." I just thought that part got me really good.
It's so chill, so nonchalant.
But yeah. Anyways, so today's topics, I had a couple in mind. Recently, I was trying to read this book that was apparently like super critically acclaimed in like the science fiction community, but I just had a really hard time getting through it, and I kind of want to talk about just books in general. And I know that Mako Shark is more of a book reader. But yeah, I kind of want to ask you, or what?
Mako Shark is literate. We know that.
I was just reading today, thank you, for like 4 hours.
You really?
Yeah, I did actually.
What are you reading? Was it manga?
Was it a manga?
Yes, it was.
So you get half a point for that.
See, I did read books. Just I don't as much anymore.
Yeah, college kind of does that to you. because I used to be more of a book reader as a kid, but then I got into video games and that kind of and all other stuff, and it kind of stopped.
Isn't that funny though that we kind of go from picture books to reading full-on novels through high school and college, and then partway through college we're like, you know what? I kind of miss picture books. Then we start reading comic books and manga.
Manga.
I know, right?
But yeah,
Those animes and mangoes.
yeah. I don't know,
No,
I think maybe. Or go ahead, Hammerhead.
Sorry. Well, I really think that changes it is when you really get assigned to read, and so you're not reading on your own choice. It just kind of ruins it.
Yeah. Another thing I thought of too, it seems like kids' books are like just get to the point a lot quicker, and adult books, like books made for adults and higher readers, they just spend so much time just like, I don't know, just like this book I'm trying to read. It's like really heavily acclaimed. I read like a bunch of reviews and like it's super good, and I was like, damn, I'm on board for this. I bought the book and I'm reading it, and it's just so tedious. I'm just like, why do books do this? Like they take forever to get to the point. Like they spend so much time just describing the scenery or describing like some background stuff. I was like, just get to the point. That's why I think comic books. I think I'm starting to get more towards comic books a bit more because it's just a lot easier to digest, and I feel like it takes a lot of skill because it takes like both skill to like write good dialogue, but also to show what's going on, and like visuals have a big impact on the story too. We're kind of visualizing stuff through words sometimes, and I feel like it's easier just to see stuff and able to get a hold of it.
Yeah, because the nice thing about reading a novel is that you get to use your imagination to decide how everything looks, and for that reason that can be pretty immersive, I guess. But what's nice about like comic books and manga is that you get to see what the writer envisioned, and they get to use a lot of visual artistry and things like that. It's kind of that halfway point between a book and a movie.
Yeah, I like how comic books like they show rather than tell. I like the showing aspect. Like I feel it's a lot more effective storytelling to show versus telling, which is like I guess novels can do that too to a certain degree, but I do feel like where novels and books kind of excel at is kind of or kind of talking about people's inner thoughts and like motivations, because that's a lot more immersive. Where you're able to like put yourself into the character's shoes.
Yeah.
That's where books I think excel. But yeah, Mako, what do you think? What keeps you going towards books more often?
I think it's more just the ideas they present, because even if they don't visually show you what's going on like a comic book, you can still kind of get what the author is going at a lot of the time. Like I think 2 years ago I read The Picture of Dorian Gray for the first time, and even though it's completely non-visual, just a novel, you still get what the author is trying to get across, just in the way he describes things. You learn that Dorian Gray is this really handsome guy, has his whole future ahead of him, a lot of potential, and then he gets scared of his own mortality, and then the whole, it implies some magic thing happens with his painting so that it takes on his sins. And even though you don't see it, it describes it in such a way what it's trying to get across. And like I say, just appreciate the artistry behind that, because that takes a lot of effort.
Yeah, definitely. I also think books are really good at explaining abstract concepts, and because, for example, Ender's Game and also the Eragon Inheritance series, like the way they get into like some of the abstract stuff is just really hard to like. I don't know how you would be able to do it justice through like visuals. Like, for example, in Eragon, like there's a lot of like telepathy stuff going on.
Yeah.
And, like there's like a lot of there's just a lot of stuff like that going on. So it'd be really hard to like just show that stuff happening. The same with Ender's Game. There's like a lot of abstract because like he meets this alien race that communicates through like they don't have like a written language or anything like that. They communicate through like telekinesis or whatever. So like the way they communicate their ideas through emotion.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, it's really interesting how like some of those concepts are really hard to like, I don't know, grasp in a visual concept.
Yeah, and I feel like you were mentioning earlier how a book can put you in the character's shoes, and that's something you can't really do as much in more visual medium. Like I think one example I usually bring up of the book being better than the movie is the novelization for Revenge of the Sith, because we can all agree episode 3 is fun, the memes are great, but at the end of the day, it's a great story, but really badly presented.
Mm.
So, and the thing about the book is that it does it perfect. It does the story justice. Like you get into Anakin's thoughts, and he, thinks about how sick he is of the corruption in the Senate, how he wants to just handle problems directly instead of having to deal with bureaucracy. And you get a sense of how he and Obi-Wan, how much they love each other as brothers, and of Anakin's own feelings as Padme. And then it goes over kind of Palpatine's master plan and just how it all fits together. Like it was reading that book that I realized what a great villain Palpatine is. And then of course, at the end when Anakin becomes Vader, he uses a ton of really great language to describe how he's feeling. Like he talks about how he wants to destroy everything, but then realizes that he's lost everything because of his own actions. Like it put it as the final trap of the dark side is that it brings you to care only about yourself, because in the end, yourself is all you have. It takes everything from you. And I thought that was really cool. They couldn't get that across in the movie.
That is really cool.
Well,
Yeah, I think another one too. Or go ahead, Hammerhead.
Well, I'll go off with that. There was this meme I saw. Sorry, it was about Anakin, and it was like at the end of the day, Anakin always goes for a senator from Naboo, and I was like, was Palpatine from Naboo? And I was like, oh wait, I think he was. What wasn't he representing them?
Yeah.
And then Padme becomes the senator.
Yeah.
And so he always goes back to the senators from Naboo.
Yeah, apparently
Interesting.
on Naboo you're elected as queen, which I guess you see more of a president than a queen, but whatever.
The queen sounds cooler than president.
Yeah.
I would rather be a queen.
Queen Trump,
Yeah.
Queen Biden. Oh, he could actually do the Yas Queen thing, couldn't he?
Yes. Anyways, you were saying, Lemon?
What is it? Oh yeah, I just want to mention. What was it? Yeah, I think it was Alien Isolation. I read the book to that, and I really enjoyed the book novelization of that versus the game. I feel like the novelization really put yourself into like crap. What's her name? Amanda? I think Amanda's shoes. Yeah. What a fan I am. But anyways, Amanda's shoes, and kind of feel more for her situation. Yeah, it's like I'm kind of weird with books. Like I'll either get really into a book and I'll read it, but then I'll just go like I guess it's the same way with video games too. Like I'm feast or famine with video games as well.
Yeah.
I've gotten really picky with books because books, like I don't know, a lot of novel. I feel like a lot of authors like to show off. And like they just talk and talk, and they're like, "Can you just get to the point? I don't care about all this fancy like mumbo jumbo. Just get to the point to the story."
Yeah, just tell the story. Like Jumanji put it, he has to go through the entire alphabet on his way to the point.
When was that at? Which?
Oh, the
Which
second one.
Jumanji? Of the new Jumanjis, or the one with?
Is that the second one?
Yeah, the second new Jumanji.
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
I'll just see if I can
Haven't
share
seen any
that.
of those.
I'll just
Oh,
see if I
really?
can
You haven't seen the first one?
No, I've only seen the older ones.
Well, movies anywhere started this great new service called Share Screen. So maybe I can share it with you guys through that.
Yeah, you can share it with us probably after.
Yeah. So, but getting back on topic, what more did you have to say about it, Lemon?
I'm trying to think. I think that's pretty much all I had to say. I just wanted to rant about books because I was trying to read. So this book I was reading is called The Three-Story Problem, and it's apparently like a really like critically acclaimed book by this Chinese author. And it's like really like I read the storyline. I read like the kind of like the summary of it, and I was like, "Ooh, it's really cool." And it involves aliens, but I'm like 100 pages into it, and there's like nothing mentioning about aliens. I'm like, what the frick? I want the aliens. Like, why not?
It'll just end with the main character getting abducted, and that'll be it.
All right. Yeah, I just wanted to rant about that because I was just like, really. But also, it's a very like they go into the sciences a lot of stuff too. I think a lot of the science. I think a lot of translation stuff's kind of going over my head too. So I wonder if that's why I'm struggling to read this book. But yeah, I also finished watching this show called The Expanse. It's really interesting, but it was based off the books, and I started reading the books just because I wanted to like continue off the story because the TV show's ended, but the books keep going. So I'm just gonna read the books. So it's a very I want to talk books type of mood.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, is there anything else you guys want to add on to the subject?
I think that's it for me.
Oh yeah, the new Mass Effect remaster came out.
Oh, it did, didn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna buy it on Steam, but apparently uh, the port is really bad. Like it's very buggy, and a lot of people are getting refunds because the game won't even start. So
Oh,
I'm
Sounds
gonna
like
wait.
Mass Effect.
Well,
Right.
you guys like Mass Effect though, don't you?
Never played them.
Really?
Yeah, I played the. I guess like the
Dragon Age.
spiritual. Yeah, like the spiritual sister or brother,
What
Dragon
an
Age, the
oh,
medieval
Dragon Age.
version.
The fantasy version.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, X.
Yeah, and that one's pretty
So
good, isn't it?
yeah, I really enjoyed it, and um, I hear it's very similar to Mass Effect of the way that they do their interactions with the characters and um well, not so much combat because it's fantasy medieval, but kind of the same romancing and everything as well. Um,
Wine and dining.
yes.
Um,
Uh, well, actually, at least in Dragon Age, you would just talk to him a lot. Usually have them in the same party, and every once in a while you'll find trinkets that were items of theirs, or you would just find random gifts that could go to anyone, and you could like give it to them, and then you just kind of start that way. I don't know if it's the same for Mass Effect, but
I think Mass Effect you go more on like actual quests for each character. As they get closer with them and build a stronger bond, and that can influence if they survive to the end or not.
yeah, I think they do that too. It's just been years. Um, I will say I don't think it's as big as Mass Effect because they tend to go to more planets in Mass Effect.
Yeah, and it's a big dramatic story, which it does fall face at the last second, but other than that, it was really good.
yeah, the ending may not have been good, but the journey there was really amazing.
Yeah, exactly. So I played them a little bit. They are fun. Just never got too far into them, but I mean, everybody seems ecstatic that it's been made. So, and it'll tide everyone over until they make the next Mass Effect, which I guess takes place a short time after the third one. So we'll see what they do with that.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they're going to work with that because the ending of the Mass Effect would be kind of hard to continue on from it.
Yeah, because weren't they trying to like end the series with Andromeda?
No,
They
they're
got
trying to keep it going, just in a different galaxy, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, Andromeda was supposed to be a spin-off, and I'm guessing it was going to be like a new like entry into the franchise, like a new saga, but it did so badly they just canned it. Maybe they'll make another one in the future, but we'll see.
But But yeah,
So-
I'm excited to replay it again. Especially, I was watching like some gameplay video of it, and it looks like they did a good job on the remaster.
Oh, so you've played them through them then?
Yeah, they kind of satisfy that weird itch I have because I grew up watching Star Trek and like Stargate and like all the space opera type stuff. So it was really awesome to like play that and kind of like live through it yourself, you know?
Yeah.
So I really like that. So
So big question though for the first one. Did you save the guy or the girl?
I saved the girl.
Oh, of course. There you go. Attaboy.
I don't know. The guy kind of annoyed me. I don't know why. They both kind of annoyed me. I don't really like either one of them.
Yeah, the girl. What was her name? Ashley?
Yeah, Ashley or Caden. But also, I had a
Yeah.
coworker at the time that was really annoying. They had the same name as Caden.
Oh.
So, like, screw you, Caden.
Screw you, Kate. Just boom. Yeah, my issue with Ashley is that she's a cool character. It's just, and I think it's interesting that she's religious, even though it's set in the future. Because usually they just kind of play that off. Don't talk about it, or just downplay it, whatever. But I thought it was cool. She's religious, but then she's also racist. So it's kind of like those don't really mix that well. I mean, people have mixed them well, but they're not supposed to.
Yeah. Well, I all I know about Ashley is from the YouTube poops.
Oh yeah.
Didn't I show you those?
It's been a long time, but I think I've seen a few of them, just like in my own feed.
The main character is Carter, right?
It's Shepard.
Shepard. Thank you. I apologize for anyone listening. I don't know Mass Effect, but Shepard. It was just always funny because it's just like people randomly dancing, or I think he just randomly punches people, and then it always ends with like, "Well, bang, okay," and he just like goes off.
I saw one. It was almost like a dub of it, just a short one done by I think his name is Manslayer. He has a YouTube channel.
Yeah. It's Manslayer that does all the YouTube poops.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're thinking of the same one.
Yeah, that's why I thought I showed it to you guys, but that's like most of my knowledge of Mass Effect is from those videos. And so I'm pretty sure Ashley is in one of those because isn't she like the main girl?
Yeah,
She pretty much girl.
Okay. Yeah, because she tends to be in those meme videos.
There's a couple main girls, but yeah, everyone has their own like favorite waifu or alien waifu from Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's Ashley, and then there's the blue chick, and then there's the monocle guy. Everyone, I've seen people. I like throw on memes, even though I don't know the game that well. They always like make him the main waifu of the game, like he's best girl.
Oh my god.
Calibrating weapons.
Yeah,
Let's say Fire Emblem is a waifu war.
yeah. We're in. That's just chess.
That's just chess. Waifu chess.
Goodness.
No, I do remember like one of my favorite parts of the YouTube poop is where he's like, "Why did you take from me my amazing rank?" Then he meets Ashley. He's like, "Ashley, what did they do to you? What's wrong with your face?" Because it was the third one when they changed her design. And he's like, "It's those space dildos."
Oh gosh. Anyways, big question. So, Mako, who did you romance first time?
I actually didn't get too far. I started playing the first one and got, I think, a quarter of the way through. But I was planning on romancing Ashley.
Ah, I see. Nice.
Like, I don't know. I have a weakness for brunettes.
Yeah, I feel like you are also. You kind of did a similar thing in Skyrim. I thought it's usually like the first person you're with. You kind of always stick with them.
I guess. I mean, for me, I kind of went waifu shopping with Skyrim because I looked up like the most popular pairs, and then found the one I thought would look good with my guy, and just went for her.
I never got that far into it. I think the first girl I came with got killed.
So I actually have a funny story about that too. So I haven't beaten Skyrim either, but I have put quite a few hours in it, like everyone does. So it was when you can either join like the vampire or werewolf sect, and so I kind of accidentally joined the werewolf one,
Oh, really?
and yeah, they're like, oh, join. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll just be part of another thing, and probably just keep more quests, report rewards, and then I'm continuing with it, and I turn into a werewolf, and I kind of accidentally turn in front of my helper, um, and she ran away. Everyone ran away. I killed some guards, and then after it was over, the courier. No, that's not the right term. The guy like brings mail to you. Um,
Yeah, the guy that randomly shows up.
yeah, he showed up and gave me her will. I was like, what? What happened here? And I guess she ran off and got killed. Because if I remember right, afterwards I went outside the town and there was a dragon, and so I think she got like one shot by the dragon. I was like,
Oh,
oh
jeez.
great. So I just restarted all the way back before, and I didn't join those guys again because they're like, I'm not losing her.
Gosh, can you imagine? It's like I left you everything. So that's like these 2 daggers and a pair of boots.
Yeah. Everything I was having her carry for me because I couldn't.
He leaves you the will, and you're like, half this stuff was mine. You're just carrying it for me.
Exactly.
Oh man. Now I remember with mine, like what I like about Skyrim is it tries to still give you stuff to do even after you finish all the quests. So it'll have random side stuff occur every now and then.
Yeah.
So one is that your wife can get kidnapped, and they'll leave a note for you, and you can either pay the ransom or just kill them. So I was like, nobody steals my waifu, and just ran all the way over, wiped them all out, found her just chilling in a dungeon. Just, oh hey, sweetie.
If you play as a girl character, can you get like husbands in that game?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There you can. Um. So I don't know if you want to continue on with Mass Effect, but one last thing, at least for me on Skyrim, probably the funniest or one of the funniest videos that I recently saw for Skyrim was it was like this kid, and the kids are just super cocky on there. And I think I said it to our group chat that we have, and it was just the main guy, the main character, and he just pulls out like a sledgehammer after like the kid wanders off, and he's like pulling up the swing on top of the kid's head. It's just super funny. Because if I remember right, the kid was like, "Oh, he was just being super cocky. And it was like,
Oh
I'll
yeah,
let
yeah,
it
yeah.
slide by this one time, but I won't let you do it again." It's like you're 8.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
goodness.
that's why some people make mods that let you actually kill the kids, or there's like a King of Skyrim mod you can sentence them to life imprisonment or to hard labor, or just execute them right there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The mods, aren't they amazing?
Oh yeah, incredible.
We do not advocate killing children.
Yeah, we do have. Oh, well, no, I probably shouldn't say that either. What was it that Team 4-Star said? We do not condone child violence. However, we do find it hilarious.
There's another one where it's like it's one of my personal policy. I do not kill children, but like on occasion, I will if they're a dick. Or he'll make an exception or something. It was pretty funny. Um, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the Mass Effect uh, remastered. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, not just because I haven't played it. It's just the previous ones. I mean, they might have fixed them up after, but they always come out half made, and I'm kind of a little worried about that. Do you know, Lemon? Um, did the Mass Effect Remastered collection come out half made as well, or since it wasn't remastered, it wasn't as bad?
Are you talking about
Yeah,
like Andromeda that was like all glitchy and whatnot?
yeah. Did they do the same with the remastered, or since it's just remastered
It just
already made
remastered
game?
the original.
Okay, so it's actually fine.
Yeah, it should be fine. I think it's just the Steam port is not really that good.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
it includes all the DLC, so that's kind of why I got it. I bought it for PS4 because I don't want to deal with the PC madness. But I wanted to not have it all in one spot, so you have to like. Because I think the way it's set up is like you can buy like 2 of the games on Steam, but then you have to buy the DLC from Origin, and yeah, it's just a big mess.
Now we're already dealing with that origin crap.
Oh yeah, we were. Yeah, Origin's basically EA's version of Steam.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
right.
Hammerhead and I were trying to play Dead Space 3 the other day, and for some reason, like we bought the game on Steam, but then once you download it, it's like, oh, you have to use Origin to play it. It's like, what the crap?
Yeah, that sounds like EA.
Yeah, and every single voice chat thing that we were trying to do just would not work.
Yeah, because I was trying to use headphones because my roommates were in the room too, and I don't want to like, I don't want to have them hear like all the blood and carnage of Dead Space. But I think if we do play again, I'm just gonna have to not go. I'm gonna have to go without headphones, and they're just gonna have to deal with it. I hear them play Smash all the time, so they can hear all me kill necromorphs.
Yeah.
Ah.
No, it's like the only good things EA has done over the past 5 years have been Battlefield 1, Battlefront 2 eventually, and joining Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like EA, the only games I care about EA are like the older ones they made, like Mass Effect and Dead Space. Like a lot of the modern ones, I don't really care for that much.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could go off on their trashy company of how they destroyed Dead Space and other companies, but that would take all night.
Yeah. At least they finally lost their what do you call it? Their license to Star Wars because now Ubisoft's making an open world game.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's right. I forgot about that. Did you hear about like some old RPG being remade, Knights of the Old Republic?
Oh,
There's like some rumors
yeah.
being remade.
Yeah, that would be tremendous. Those games are so good. I think that was made by the same guys that made Mass Effect, but maybe not. Oh no, it was made by BioWare.
Yeah, apparently the main people that worked on Mass Effect left BioWare, and they're going to be making their own sci-fi epic game pretty soon too. Or like there's teasers of it, so I'm excited for that.
Oh, cool. Man, all these developers are just leading and making their own companies now.
Which is
All right.
good.
Yeah, I mean now we got the Callisto project, like the James Bond game. They're hiring like crazy for that.
It's a
Really?
James Bond game.
Yeah.
No, who does?
Oh, IOI, the guys that make Hitman.
Oh, that would be good. That would be good.
Oh, I know, right? It's actually been some people are like, there's been complaints about the content for Hitman 3 since launch, and some people are like, are you not giving us more content because you're more focused on James Bond? It's like, well, it is James Bond.
I just hope that they have a mission in Japan.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
gosh, yeah. Maybe I should retire here.
Did you see that one, Lemon? Did you watch
Which
that?
one? Oh, that really awkward one. Like the one that was like really intense and like, yeah, I think I remember seeing that. I watched. I came. You guys were watching it, and I like walked in through like halfway.
Yeah, it had
Yeah,
like
or
ninjas.
Yeah.
And they make James Bond Japanese by giving him Vulcan eyebrows.
That was so bad.
All right.
Oh, yeah. This would not fly today. Oh,
All right.
no.
It's really interesting watching like a lot of older stuff and just seeing like the crap they did back then. It's like, dang, this is not fly to nowadays.
Oh, yeah. Like I was watching Goldfinger a few days ago, and there's a part where James is getting a massage from this lady, and the guy, Felix, comes up, the American agent. And Bond says, "All right, you need to go now." Man talking, gives her a little spank, and then walks off. So it was so bad.
All right. What the heck?
It was a different time, though.
Yeah. Now it's the other way around. Women are spanking the boys.
Oh,
Not in
speaking
all
of
cases, of course, but yeah.
speaking of spanking, Resident Evil 8 has come out.
Oh
Oh yeah.
goodness! I already watched PewDiePie's whole playthrough of it. If you
Videos
guys
take
haven't
time.
seen it, lady, I can't say her name. The big woman. She has 3 daughters, and they kind of turn into bugs.
Yeah.
Oh
And so that would make sense to have a fly swatter,
Yeah, I saw there's a lightsaber in the game too.
It's probably a mod.
I was actually looking. Apparently, it is an actual part of the game.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, this has to be a mod. I was looking into it, and people were saying, nope, this is actually a thing. You find the game.
That's pretty funny.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
That franchise is bonkers.
I know. I'm like, this is supposed to be a horror game, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, there was.
I mean,
Okay. Well, there was one part though.
Sorry. Ignore me.
Oh yeah, there was one part though. Apparently, there is one of the bosses is a creepy lady with a collection of puppets. So like, she controls the puppets to attack you and stuff like that. Now, there's a section I don't understand how or why, but there's like a giant fetus baby thing that crawls after you and tries to eat you, like gurgling and giggling to itself the whole time. So freaking disturbing. And people are saying like, this is one of the scariest things I've seen in a video game in years. So, and other people were saying, is this like a call out towards Konami and Silent Hill? Because this feels like a Silent Hill thing to do.
It could be a reference to PT.
Yeah, that's what people are saying.
But if I remember right, no, it's actually the next boss. Has like a baby fetus symbol on the key that you get. And so I think it's just referencing that. But yeah, that part was that was weird. That was really weird.
Yeah, have you seen that yet, Lemon?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, just type in Resident Evil 8 baby and you'll see what we're talking about. It's something else.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, if you guys end up finishing the series, not if you want to buy the game, go ahead. But if you watch someone play it, I think it's about like 5 hours, 6 hours long. We can talk about it later, more detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down. Have you guys? It's a continuation of Biohazard, right?
No, well, is that Resident Evil 7?
Yeah, it's like the other horror one they made.
Then yes, yeah, it would be because it has the same characters. Well, same main characters from Resident Evil 7, and there's a really big twist, but I won't say anything.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
How long does it take to beat them? Like 5 hours?
Well, at least PewDiePie's series, he does it about 5-6 hours.
Oh.
That sounds about right. That's about how long Resident Evil 3 and Resident Evil 2 are. They're pretty short games. It's just they're really intense.
Yeah, I mean, you can go around and make sure you complete everything, and that'll probably take you probably closer to 8, but yeah, it's relatively short.
Yeah, I think there are people that speedrun the first one in like less than an hour.
Yep.
So it's just, the puzzles. That's really what puzzles are kind of there as a time waster, just to keep you playing the game longer, I think. Otherwise, it's pretty short.
Yeah. And I feel like they're not as bad as they were before of returning back to previous areas as they were in the earlier games.
Yeah, not so much backtracking.
Yeah, except like a main hub that you always end up going back. That's kind of normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have to check that out. Apparently, there's a controversy about the character design for the big woman, because someone found like this one picture, and like it's like exact of this real woman from the 30s or 20s or whatever, and it was like exact copy of like her. The only thing they added was like a necklace and some gloves.
Oh,
And people
really?
were like saying they plagiarized, and they kind of just copy and pasted the character design.
Oh, that's a little too bad.
Yeah.
No, I mean, got to do what you got to do, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have made their own design based off her. You don't necessarily just copy paste.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's probably not that big of a deal, really, is it?
Yeah, it depends who you talk to, I guess.
Yeah.
The people were apparently the art community was like all freaking out about it because they're saying that, oh, you just chose this person because they're not even alive to defend themselves or something.
Oh, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people are just annoyed because it's very like uninspired, I guess, because they just used one reference and they just copied the design off of that pretty much, rather than adding more. Because like using reference, it's like using character designs. Like usually people use like multiple references to like create something unique rather than just using like one reference.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I heard about that though.
I feel honored to find out that Capcom had made me into one of their new monsters. Yeah, I'd love to be paid for it, but I still think it'd just be really cool,
Well, are you talking about like Monster Hunter monster? It's just like a dragon with your face on it? Or
that would be even better, but no. I'm talking about Resident
But how would you feel if the whole internet like fetishized you?
sorry. That was too loud. But it'll be like a Tony the Tiger all over again.
Be like a what all over again?
Tony the Tiger.
Oh yeah.
Where you can just watch Internet Story, and I'm not going to go into that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but yeah.
Oh, so since we're talking about Resident Evil, apparently there's some kind of zombie thing going on right now. I don't know what it is exactly. Well, no, more like gaming wise.
Okay, I was like, what?
What? No, 2021. We were just getting better. No, but Microsoft's doing a big reward thing. Like, if you manage to be one of the top 5 scoring gamers in zombie games these next few weeks, you'll be entered into sweepstakes to earn an Xbox X.
Oh,
and then,
yeah, they've kind of done something similar before in the past.
Yeah, and then IGN was doing some kind of thing on zombie games. I don't know if it's because of Resident Evil for some reason, or if it's like an unofficial zombie month or what. So it did make me wonder. It was something I thought about before. But why are zombie games so much fun to play? Was my question.
The senseless violence that comes with it.
The violence.
Yeah, I mean,
there's no remorse because they're zombies, right? They just slaughter them.
Yeah, I mean, it's always just zombies have been around forever, but I feel like part of it is people wanting to kill others but not living. It's like I really want to kill my neighbor, but I don't want to kill my neighbor. But if he's a zombie, it's okay.
It's open season. It's how do I kill guilt free? Yeah, I get what you mean. I mean, It's fun playing games like Left 4 Dead with your friends, where it's just you versus hordes of just kind of dumb looking zombies. You mow your way through them, and it's just kind of the violence and carnage without the remorse.
I think it might be the gore too. I think a lot of people, which I don't get. Like I started thinking about it because a lot of these zombies have like really intense wounds, but they still bleed a lot when you get them. Like, wouldn't they bleed out? Like all their blood would be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't matter. People don't care.
I mean, to be honest, zombies shouldn't be functioning physically, but I
That's
guess
true.
that's the point of it. But I guess the other part is that some zombie games, like most of them, are just for fun. Like Dying Light, I used to run around and drop kick zombies just for kicks. But there are some games that use zombies in a really well written and emotional way, like The Walking Dead, Telltale games, and then there was the game that preceded Dying Light called Dead Island. They had a very interesting, very emotional commercial for it.
Really?
Have you guys? Yeah, have you guys ever seen it?
I haven't seen it. No. What happens in the commercial?
Well, so it opens on this dead little girl, so super dark to begin with. But then it starts going in reverse, and it starts showing her like flying up and into this window, and then it shows that she was attacking her own father. And then it shows that before that, he laid her on the bed and he was trying to fight off this horde of zombies that were trying to get through into the resort room. And it showed that before that, she was being chased down the hall and one of them bit her on the ankle. And then it rewound to before that when they were just arriving at the resort and they were super happy and all this emotional music. It was, I got kind of emotional watching it. Because it just shows how he went from fighting the horde to having to kill his own daughter, within a few seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the game itself was kind of apparently, but the commercial was great.
They don't really cover that a lot in the zombie games because you probably are, killing a lot of people that
Bad vibes.
survivors that are around. Yeah, they are, probably killing family.
Yeah, that was one thing with the Telltale games. I remember there's a clip of PewDiePie playing it, and he just starts sobbing like at the end because the main character has to kill another character that's been a father figure to her throughout the game.
Game.
Yeah. I mean, spoilers, I guess, but the game's been out for 5 or 6 years now, so.
Right. I think another thing about zombie games is that they're kind of, there's a lot of simplicity to it. Like, you don't really have to think tactically as much. It's more like just crowd management versus like Halo, where you have to like juggle all these different things around. It's just kind of like, I guess the same thing with Doom. Doom is just kind of go crazy and just go ham and just go crazy on all of the demons. I guess the same thing with kind of zombie games as well.
Yeah, Doom, you just drop down next to them and say, hello there, and just chainsaw them in half.
Right.
Today is your lucky day.
Anyways, we should probably wrap up. But thank you all for joining us today and for listening to our little podcast. And thank you, Lemon, or thank you, Hammerhead and Mako Shark, for joining us again today. It's been fun hearing you guys' voices again and talking nerdy with you guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, see you guys next time, I guess.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.